Raven ELYSE TV.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Raven, and I was too lazy to do my hair today, but that's okay because I'm back with another makeup video, and I have to say that I feel like this look came out pretty good. I had some new products that I wanted to play around with. I have the DesiXKaty Dose of Colors collab. I also have the Jaclyn Hill palette that I was actually using for the first time today, and some other new purchases that I got from Sephora. So I'm just kind of playing around, trying some new things, and this is the finished look that I came out with, and I really like it. So if you guys want to see how I did this, then just keep on watching. Today is just gonna be like a casual get ready with me, kind of like how all my makeup videos are. I don't really like to do super professional technical tutorials. I just like to sit back and chat and get ready and experiment with new products and new techniques, and I do have some new products today that I really wanted to play around with. So the first thing is my Jaclyn Hill palette. I know this is super old news by now. Everyone has already, you know, grown to really love this palette. It got great reviews. I love Jaclyn Hill. I've been watching her for a very long time. I think she's a cool girl, and so I wanted to buy her palette, but I literally have not used it at all yet. It has been completely untouched, not even swatched since I ordered it, and so I really wanted to dip into this today. And then the second exciting thing from two of my favorite YouTubers, Desi and Katy. This is the Desi and Katy Dose of Colors collab. I ordered a few things from their collection, and I literally have not even opened this box either. I know, I'm so weird. I was so excited for this collab, and I ordered it right when it launched, and then it came to my door, and then I just let the box sit there, and I literally haven't even opened it to look at it. I don't know what's wrong with me, but we're gonna play with this stuff today. The box and the packaging is so pretty, and I just love Desi and Katy. They're so beautiful, they're talented, they're so funny, they're so real, they're so down to earth, and I love their husbands too, and their dogs, and just their whole life. Dun, da, da, da. I love the rose gold packaging, oh my goodness. So I got the 4-pan eyeshadow palette. I got one of the highlighters. I got the brighter highlight, I think. Fuego, I think, is the brighter one. So this is the over-the-top lip gloss. It's like a golden shimmery lip gloss. Like, you guys haven't seen this stuff yet. Probably you guys have seen all of this already, but I got the lip gloss, and then I got the More Creamer Please nude lipstick. So it looks like this, which I think will actually be a really pretty nude for my skin tone. This is the Savage liquid lipstick, which is the dark lipstick. So it's like this really dark, vampy purple oxblood color. And then I got the Hot Fire liquid lipstick, which is the really orangey red, really vibrant liquid lipstick. So I think the only other lip color that I didn't get was the other nude color. So pretty. I love this packaging. So here's what Fuego looks like. I think it's gonna be really pretty for my skin tone. And then, like I said, of course, I had to get the eyeshadow palette. All the eyeshadows are named after their dogs, which is so cute. And these are like kind of more statement eyeshadows, so I really wanted to get that. So yeah, and then other than that, I have like some new purchases from Sephora that I kind of want to get into today. So it's just gonna be a little hodgepodge of trying out some new stuff, and hopefully I can beat my face because I actually need to go take some photos after this for a different project. So yeah, anyway, let me just go ahead and get into it and start prepping my skin and stuff. Obviously, I have acne. If you're new to my channel, I have acne. It's a thing on my channel. We just kind of skip past that. Okay, let's go. So the primer combo I'm going to be using is the Cover FX Anti-Acne Mattifying Primer and the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Primer. These primers do two different things. I like the two things that they both do, so I use both of them. And I already moisturized my face with my oil-free moisturizer before this. And then I just go in with the Dr. Brandt Pore Refining Primer, just a little dab will do ya, just right in the T-zone area only. And then to get my lips plumped and moisturized, I'm going to be using the Rodial Dragon's Blood Double XL Lip Plumper. I always like to start off with some type of lip plumper just to, you know, get things popping. Now for eyebrows, I just recently picked up the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I like to use really skinny brow pencils. I don't like those fat chubby crayons, and I kind of got irritated with having to use an angled brush with a pomade. Like, I used to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow or whatever, but it's kind of just like, I don't know, a hassle. This is a lot easier for me, and I do have my eyebrows microbladed just like in a natural style. They're not super darkly tattooed on or anything, but the shape is there now. So when I fill in my eyebrows, I really just have to follow the shape that's already there and just basically darken them. So with a little pencil like this, it goes super fast. Like literally that just took me like 2 seconds and I'm like done. I'm just gonna carve out my brows with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. But yeah, typically I don't just go out and buy makeup just for the sake of doing videos with it. I like to buy makeup that I will actually like and use and stuff. But it's just different if it's like an influencer or a celebrity that I like that's coming out with something. I'm like, I'm buying it. I don't care if it's good or not. I like you, so I'm gonna buy it right when it drops. So that's why I got the Jaclyn Hill palette, that's why I got the DesiXKaty stuff, and that's why I'm definitely gonna get the Fenty Beauty stuff when that launches in a few days. So I'm really excited about that. But if it's just a regular brand, I'm not in a rush to get it or review it. Some people put me in the category of like being a beauty guru or a beauty influencer, and I guess I am in a sense, because I obviously definitely do beauty content and I do my own makeup and stuff, but I'm not a makeup artist. I've never been a makeup artist. I've never wanted to be a makeup artist or do makeup on other people or, you know, be a makeup expert or anything. I just like to experiment on myself. And then like I said, with new launches and stuff like that, I'm not really into like getting the new products and stuff. So in a lot of ways, I'm not a beauty guru because I don't do those beauty guru things. I just like to throw a little bit of makeup content out there here and there when I feel like it, but I'm definitely not a professional, and a lot of times I'm not up on the latest and greatest things, but that's okay. I just do what works for me, you know, and I hope you guys still enjoy it. I hope it's relatable. Ooh, and before I go any further, I wanted to put on some of this. I was just being extra in Sephora and I asked them about body shimmer, body oil stuff, and they recommended this one to me. I don't know, this is really, really nice. It smells like Malibu Barbie. If you guys ever had the Malibu Barbie that smelled like, I think it's kind of like a coconut, yeah, coconut type of smell, this smells just like that and it smells so good. This is cruelty-free and vegan. It's called Kopari. It's a coconut oil body glow. It has like a gold shimmer in it, so like you shake it up so it literally looks like liquid gold when you pump it out, and then you can just oil yourself down. Baby, let me love you down. Ooh, it smells so good. And it's really not, it's like a dry oil, so you know, it's not like super greasy and slick and it doesn't feel greasy. I got swindled into buying this, but I like it. Okay, so for foundation, you guys already know what I'm gonna use. If you watch my videos, you know I have sick obsession with the Marc Jacobs Remarcable Foundation. I actually just got a new one because I wanted a different shade. The first shade that I got was beige golden. No. The first shade that I got was Bisque Golden, number 29, and it's basically just too light for me because it's so full coverage. When you put it on, it takes away all the warmth from your skin. It takes away everything. So if it's not the right color, it's not the right color. But I wanted to get a different shade that was a little bit more golden. So this is Beige Golden, number 36 instead of 29. This foundation is super duper matte though. It's literally like paint. Like it's literally like paint. And I know most people would not want their foundation to be like paint, but I want my foundation to be like paint. And that's why I love this. But it is a little matte, so I do like to mix some illumination drops into it. Custom enhancer drops by Cover FX. This is one of the, I think this is a newer shade that they came out with. It's Rose Gold. And then I just squirt some of the metallic drops in there just to give it some, you know, a little And then first I like to go in with the brush. This is the Sigma F80 brush. It's like a flat top foundation brush, just to first get it on my face. And you can still obviously see it's not an exact match at all, but with the foundation like this, because it is so full coverage and creating like a mask on your face, you really have to contour, highlight, bronze, just bring all those different colors and dimensions back into your face with other products afterwards. But I mean, do you see this coverage? Do you see this coverage? I will never stop being excited about this coverage. I'm going to say this in every video. I'm using my giant Real Techniques body sponge. It gets super stained. Like I try so hard to wash this out. I don't know if it's because this foundation is so like strong or something about this sponge that like doesn't want to get clean, but like I promise you I tried to clean this. But I'm just gonna pound this on top just to really get it in there. I mean, come through coverage, come through. By the way, do you guys like this filming setup? It's slightly different. I adjusted my my lighting and my settings slightly, and I'm trying to give you fresh, I'm trying to give you clean, I'm trying to give you professional. Am I serving it or not? Let me know. I'm gonna do a little bit of cream contour with my NYX foundation stick, same thing I always use. Definitely need some on my forehead, on my cheek. I also like to carve out my chin a little bit. I think I'm gonna leave my nose alone for now. And then I like to blend this in with my Real Techniques brush. Now for concealer, I recently picked up the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. I had never tried this before. I got it in the color M25 Warm, which is more of a similar color to my skin tone, not like too bright, because I wanted to be able to use this under the eye but also on my face for like actual concealing, spot concealing purposes, because it is supposed to be like a full coverage concealer. So I am gonna dot a little bit of this on some of my darker problem areas. Not that I really need it, because the foundation did do a good job, but just a little bit. And then I'm gonna kind of highlight my face a little bit with it. I wouldn't say this is like the best concealer for under your eyes, because it is like kind of thick and creamy. It'll probably be more creasy, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and mix in a little bit of the Urban Decay Naked Concealer that I used earlier under my eye as well. Okay, so I feel like that's looking pretty good for my base. Now to hurry up and bake and set this, I'm gonna be using the Cover FX translucent powder. They have different colors of this. This is in just light, so I think this is just more of the really light translucent one. Loose powder, I started using this just recently after running out of my Laura Mercier powder, and I tried the Kat Von D powder and I didn't like it, so I returned it. But I do really like this translucent powder for baking, for setting, mattifying, all that stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bake under my eye, and then bake all my oily areas as well. Get the creases out of my eyes and go ahead and bake that, or like just at least set it down. So besides my Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette, I also recently picked up, super late to the game, the Huda Beauty, Huda, I still don't even know how to say this. Huda, I think it's Huda Beauty palette, the textured rose gold one. Super late because she just came out with the new one and I don't even have that one. I'm just now getting this one. I've only used this once and like it was pretty good. It was alright. I like the color scheme of this palette. It's right up my alley. I kind of want to use this one, but then I want to use the DesiXKaty one, but then I really want to use my Jaclyn Hill one. So I think I'm going to start off with Jaclyn Hill because I know there's a lot of good transition shades in here, definitely. So I'm just gonna take this fluffy brush and go into this shade right here for a transition shade. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't really show up on me, but that's okay. So now I'm gonna go in with this shade. Okay, there we go. I'm actually gonna go ahead and take this more orangey shade and put that on the edges. This is the shade that I was really excited for because I never had really a shade like that before, and I always see on those bum eyeshadow looks that they always have like an orangey shade peeking through on the edges. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into this brick red shade with a slightly smaller fluffy brush. You guys, I'm actually using more than just 2 eyeshadow shades in one look. Look at me. Wow, it really looks like I'm doing something. Is it the palette or is it me? These shadows are actually really easy to blend because I feel like I'm really doing something right now. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop there with this palette. I definitely want to do more like different colored looks with this, but I got my feet wet. I like it. I see what the hype is about. Okay, so now moving into the DesiXKaty eyeshadow palette. I really want to use the bright color, or maybe, I don't know what I want to do. The darker bronzy color or the bright champagne color for my lid color. Actually, I think I'm going to use the darker one right here. And I forgot which ones you're supposed to like use wet or use with your finger. I know there's certain ways that you have to use certain ones, but it doesn't say it on the actual package. I know it says it on the website or something, but I don't feel like looking it up right now. So I'm just going to go in with a brush first. So it's not bad with the brush. I think you could probably get it to be a little bit more bowling in if you wet it or use your finger, but I don't like using my finger because I have long nails. Okay, let's see what happens when I wet it. So I have my Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. YouTube made me buy it. Actually, Desi Perkins made me buy it. I'm just gonna spray my brush with this expensive ass spray. I could just stop being lazy and actually look up the instructions, but that's fine. Okay, so I am gonna go into the Huda Beauty palette and I'm gonna take the golden shimmery shade called Blessed and see if I can amp up my lid a little bit. I know with these it works better with your finger. There we go, that added a little bit of something. And then also out of this palette, I'm gonna take the Moon Dust shade to do like my brow bone. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take that same Moon Dust shade and put it on my inner corner. And then also for underneath the eye, I'm gonna go back into Jaclyn Hill and I'm going to take the orangey shade first. And then I'm gonna take this shade here and add that in. Okay, moving back to the face, I'm just going to dust off some of this extra powder. And then this is kind of random, but I'm actually going to take a little bit of this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation Powder and kind of dust that on the rest of my face, just to make sure everything is set. So I have my handy dandy Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, and I'm just going to go ahead and contour as I normally do. So I also got this Huda Beauty. I got a lot of Huda Beauty for not knowing how to say it, but I got this Huda Beauty, hopefully I'm saying that right, 3D highlighter palette. So it's got like a golden highlight shade, a slightly brighter highlight shade, and then like a blush shade, and then almost kind of like a bronzer shade type of deal. So I'm gonna actually go in with a little bit of this darker shade and kind of put that on my cheeks and see what it does. So it just kind of gives me a little bit of a glow to the cheeks, not like a blinding highlight or anything, but more like a really shimmery bronzer, I guess. Even though I have a lot of texture on my face and I probably should not be putting a lot of highlighter all over my face, I still do because I like it. And then I'm also gonna take some of the pink kind of blush shade. I don't know how pink this is actually gonna come off. So there's not like a whole bunch of pink pigment to it, but there definitely is some. I have a lot of texture on my cheeks though, so I really shouldn't put too much of this on, but it did give like a pretty effect. But I'm not going to use the actual highlighter out of this because I used it before. It's good, I like it, but I want to use the DesiXKaty highlighter. I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of my matte Kat Von D blush, just to bring a little bit more color without adding more shine to my cheeks. Okay, now for the fun part, the DesiXKaty Fuego highlighter. Let's see how this works. Oh my goodness. Holy. Yes. 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 DesiXKaty, I knew you would come through. I knew you would come through for your girl. I knew it. I just knew it. I never doubted you. Yes, yes. Do you see? I don't even need to put that much on. Like the first swipe was honestly great, but I'm just getting excited. That is so pretty. It has like that wet look. It's not dusty or powdery. It doesn't give like a weird texture to the skin. It doesn't have any weird like thing when you turn your face to the other side. It doesn't have like a cast or like a shadow. It's just, yes. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna take this down the bridge of my nose. You guys know how I am about my nose highlight. It must be poppin'. Yes. Get ready for the Rudolph. The bright nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. Yes. And I'm not just being dramatic. Like highlights, a lot of times they're like, okay, it's good, it's shiny, but a lot of times like the texture is weird, or it's powdery, or it's dusty, or it has a weird undertone, or it kind of just doesn't, like, I don't know. There's a lot of things that can be wrong with the highlighter. Just because it shows up on camera doesn't mean it's good, but this one is actually good in every single way. Oh, ooh, and my chest, my collarbone. You cannot forget the collarbone. Ooh. Oh, do you see that? Somebody call Vogue because I'm ready for the cover. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my eyebrows and just add the little finishing hair strokes to the front of them. I always like to do this at the end, and a little thin pencil like this makes it a lot easier. Okay, so since I'm really feeling myself with this look and I don't want to mess it up by choosing the wrong lashes, I'm just going to play it safe and use some of my favorite, all-time favorite lashes. These are Dirty Martinis by Your Lash Bar. Boom. Okay, so eyes are done, face is done, highlight is popping. Now we just have the lips, and I'm really torn because I have all these lip options from the DesiXKaty collection. Definitely gonna use one of these. I feel like the safe thing and like the cute thing to do would just be to use the nude lipstick and maybe put the shimmering gloss on top. But at the same time, I do have like this orangey red thing going on, so I could go in with the Hot Fire Red Orange liquid lipstick. Okay, let's start off with the nude and see how it looks. I'm not gonna do a lip liner, although probably in the future when I use this, I probably will use lip liner, but I kind of just want to see how this looks on its own. Okay, so here's the lipstick on. I think it is a really pretty shade. I think it's a pretty nude shade for my skin tone. I see what they were going for here. It's definitely different. I don't feel like I've ever worn a shade like this before, but I think it probably would look better with a lip liner just to give it some, you know, dimensions around the edges. But it's pretty, I like it. I really like the tone of it. And now I really want to see what this lip topper lip gloss is all about. It's called Over the Top. But I hate when you like mix your lipstick in with the lip gloss applicator. Okay, so I definitely think it added some extra shine and glossiness to it, and it's pretty, but I feel like it mixes in a lot with the lipstick. Like I definitely like ruined the lip gloss applicator because the lipstick itself is so creamy. It just kind of all mixes in. So maybe this gloss would work better just on its own or on top of a really matte lipstick, but on top of this, it's just kind of like, you know, a little something. But now I really do want to try the bright orangey red color, so I'm going to take this off. And now let's take Hot Fire. Once again, no lip liner because I don't even know if I currently own a lip liner that really matches with this. So here is Hot Fire on the lips. It is so vibrant. It is so just in your face, but it is a really pretty color. Normally I probably would be like too scared to go out and buy this color for myself or just randomly pick it for myself, but since Desi and Katy said it's Hot Fire, then it's Hot Fire, and I'm gonna try it. And I'm glad that I did because I think it's actually really pretty. Like, this is cute. It's definitely different. It's definitely kind of bold and in your face, but especially like for that summertime, like with my shoulders out and my bronze skin, like Now, of course, I don't have my hair done or anything, but honestly, it kind of like, I'm kind of digging the vibes of like the little hair bow and the little off the shoulder top, like kind of retro vibes a little bit. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to leave this color on and I'm going to set my face. Oh my gosh, I'm panicking because I cannot find my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I think I might have left it when I went to New York. No. Okay, well, I'm just gonna spray a little bit of the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. Even though this is not like really a setting spray, especially not for my type of skin, at least it's gonna give me that dewy finish and kind of melt all my powders in. But yeah, guys, this is the finished makeup look. I think that's mostly everything I wanted to try, new products I wanted to use. I didn't get to use the other lipstick from the DesiXKaty collection. Of course, I had a whole bunch of eyeshadows that I didn't get to dip into, but I will try to use that in future videos and try to switch it up in future videos. Let me know what you think about this look. What do you think? Did I do a good job? I feel like I did a good job. I'm liking these products. I'm liking these colors. I'm happy with all my new purchases, so I will link all of the main items down below if you guys want to check them out. I know the DesiXKaty collection is sold out right now, and I think the Jaclyn Hill palette is probably sold out right now too, but I will try to link everything else down below for you guys. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you like this makeup look, it helps me out a lot. And make sure to subscribe if you're not already. And that's everything. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.